Today's video, we're comparing the DJI Pocket 4P versus the Insta360 Luna Ultra. We're gonna have side-by-side footage. We've got audio from the remote mic of the Luna Ultra and the DJI mic Mini, which is connected to the Pocket 4P, so you can kind of get a feel for what it's like. I bought the 4P off eBay, Luna Ultra. They did send it to me for this review, so let's get into it. We have active track enabled on both devices, so now you can hear the microphone. We're in a quiet part. We're at the 9/11 Memorial, so it's gonna be more quiet here just because like how it's built. We have active track on my face. We can switch between the two microphones so you can see which audio sounds better, which microphone. The DJI right now, my face looks black, so I don't know how it's gonna look in post, but right now, the Insta360 looks brighter in these conditions. I'm holding it about an arm's length distance, just walking with active track on my face. I do have a hat on, which is not ideal. Here, let me take my glasses off. So now you can see what it looks like. Maybe I go this way. Now you can see, okay, no hat. Eyes open, no glasses. Obviously the light behind me is bright, the sun is not shining on my face. Changing lighting conditions. Which one looks better? Here's an image comparison in Manhattan here around the World Trade Center. And if we look at both the images, I don't know what it is. For some reason, the Luna Ultra seems to have a little bit more, like you get more data in the highlights. I don't know if it's the HDR effect that they have on there, but the 4P is supposed to have more dynamic range. The Luna Ultra does seem a little more digital, whereas the 4P feels more realistic, I would say. I think GoPros also have that kind of look. But then when it comes to changing the lighting conditions, there's just more saturation on the Luna Ultra. That could just also be the LUT. So we're filming in 4K on both cameras, 30 frames a second. We're using the stock LUTs that come from the providers. So it's the iLog 10-bit on the Insta360 Luna Ultra to Rec 709, which is the standard color profile using the Insta360 LUT file. And then on the DJI Pocket 4P, you have to log in to Hong Kong, China to download the LUT, or else they're going to block you on all the other websites. That's like US or Canada. It's not coming out till July 30th, I think. And then we're using the stock classic LUT with, I think it's 65. There's 33 and 65. We're using the 65 or 66, I don't know. But this is inside the World Trade Center, indoor. So you can kind of see the difference in detail as well if you want to like zoom in. It seems like the Pocket 4P looks better when you're inside, and the Luna Ultra, you could almost argue if you like the bright saturated colors, looks better when you're outside. And the World Trade Center just has some very interesting views, so it's very nice to be able to tell like how does it do with the columns, the spikes of the World Trade Center subway station. And then walk around New York City at sunset. The sun is going to be shining really bright, so we're going to see kind of the halo effect on each one, how different it is. And the biggest thing is trees. Smaller sensor means the detail in trees looks a little odd, especially with action cameras. And for some reason, they both look a little too digitally, a little too fake when it comes to like the leaves on trees. But when it comes to like, not statues, but like buildings, signs, I think that part looks okay. Any larger objects, see like if you look at the trees here, the digital effect in the leaves is just, I don't know, it doesn't feel real, and that's where a full frame camera like a mirrorless FX3 or a Sony A7 IV or A7R6 would do much better. Now I did put them side by side. We try to do our best. And then I wanted to do a little zoom test. So now we're testing the zoom. They both do 3x, 6x, 12x, but it is digital at 12x. And when you want to do 12x in the Pocket 4P, you have to take it out of D-Log 2. So we're filming all this in D-Log 2. And I have to switch to D-Log, which means you get less dynamic range. It's not as ideal. And we're looking at the boats here as they pan away. And I tried to do active track on these. I started a little bit too late, but we try to get the shot as close as possible. But from like the zoom perspective, like it's very nice to have zoom. You want to get varied shots when you're filming and capturing something. It is so nice to have zoom. So I thought that was a big win compared to the Pocket 3, Pocket 4 where you don't get that. That's a huge win, and D-Log 2 is another big win. The dynamic range I do think looks better on the 4P. And then I don't know what happened here. This is where we're doing an active track test. For some reason the 4P became really bright. I don't know if I touched something on the remote that messed it up, but it was just way overexposed. And you can't use zoom with D-Log 2, so we had to use D-Log. Okay, we have active track on the DJI Pocket 4P and deep track on the Insta360 Luna. This is the audio that it comes from about an arm's length away. Now this is the audio if I'm standing all the way back here and don't have a microphone on. Now one of the wins of the Insta360 Luna is that it has a remote that comes off of the device, and it's also a microphone, which I have to switch to and tap, which I don't love. I just automatically switch. But now I can see the screen and even talk. it sounds like. Whereas the DJI Pocket 4P, remote is connected. Microphone is now also connected. Okay, so I have a remote on the DJI Pocket 4P right here, and then a microphone as well, and then a remote and mic for the Insta360 Luna, which was just way easier to pull out and start using. So if I want to start using the DJI Pocket 4P mic, I will have to pull this out of the bag, or I just have to wear it all day and then make sure that it's on when I turn the device on and off. And then I have a second remote to start, stop, record, as well as zoom in and out and change the controls. So this is what the zoom looks like if we do it remotely. So we're going to zoom in on both at the same time. Go to 12x. All right, 12x on devices. How does the quality look? It's active track still on my face, so it's not like amazing. 6x should be the best zoom with the best quality. 6x should be the most zoom with the best quality. All right, now we are on 6x zoom on both cameras. This should be better than 12x, but 6x zoom. On the DJI Pocket 4P, it's actually kind of hard to get to the 6x. On the Insta360 Luna, you can tap on the screen and go between 1x, 3x, 6x, 12x. On the DJI Pocket 4P, you have to like manually do it, and I was like, oh, it's 5.9, now it's 6.3. So I had to kind of like play around with it. And even with the active track, are we getting active track? Okay, so now I'm able to move around at 6x zoom in the active track. So this should be working pretty well. That is very, very impressive. Okay, we are back to 1x, and I am pretty far away, but it seems like both devices are following me decently well. They're tracking to my face. Now the real question is, if I go behind this tree, are they going to lose me or still keep tracking me? Looks like... Uh-oh. I think the... Oh, the Insta360 lost me and then refound me. The DJI Pocket 4P had me the entire time. It looks like the active track, even from this far away, is relatively good. I think the big question is, can I do my entire body? Because I prefer that for running. Okay, maybe there's something I'll have to figure out, but for the most part, the tracking features are pretty good. I don't know anyone who ever uses this in a real video. Like, it's something that people talk about in the paid sponsored videos, but like, have you ever seen an actual creator use this feature? If you have, let me know. Now we're looking at the sunset, and the sun seems to just be better handled on the Insta360 Luna in this case. You can see the little helicopter on the top as well. There's little things in the water, the details. I don't know, the Insta360 Luna still does look a little more like fake digitally, in my opinion, whereas the 4P feels more real. And I think that just might be the decreased saturation. It just feels more real, whereas the Luna Ultra feels a little more enhanced. Skin tones on both seem to be relatively okay. I didn't see a drastic difference. This is a very quick test. I just want to really get something out there, and we can do more testing. So comment down below what you want to see. Like here, the blue sky. It's a little more blue on the Luna Ultra. The green trees are more green. And now the sun's starting to set. It's getting a little darker. It just feels like the right side of the screen, it's a little bit darker in the sky on the Luna Ultra than the Pocket 4P. I don't know what it was, but the 4P maybe just had a brighter image in this specific scenario. But overall, this is a tough one. I think both these cameras are really good. It's like you're really looking at very specific details. Which one would I pick? It comes down to quality of life. I think it's gotten to the point where it's really good. Like, you know, I review Garmin watches and Apple watches, both great watches. It's like, which one provides the best quality of life features on top of the GPS tracking and accuracy? And I would almost argue that the Luna Ultra has better quality of life. I got the remote here that can control the screen. I can start, stop, record. It has a built-in microphone. I don't have to carry extra stuff. Whereas the 4P, the remote's a separate thing that doesn't hook onto the device. Like maybe I can 3D print an accessory to carry this with me. I'm gonna lose this. The microphone, I love DJI mics. I love the Mic 3 and I wanna be able to use that. But once again, I have to carry a separate thing with me. I went to the track and I wanted to film myself running. It was so nice to have the remote. I just like would flip it, it would turn it on remotely and I could start recording and talking to the mic. Done. The sad part was I couldn't run with this thing because the range was not good enough and it would like disconnect and it would take too long to reconnect. Like you have to actually plug it in to reconnect it. So it's not perfect. I don't love it, but I would say from a quality of life perspective, the Luna Ultra is definitely the better version. And most people who are not looking for the best image quality, you want quality of life and you want to use the product. And that's where the Luna Ultra wins. If you're looking for the best image quality, I think that's where the 4P might actually be a camera that could compete against a mirrorless camera. And then maybe I'll have to do that test with the FX3, FX6. and potentially the FX5. So if you want to see that, comment down below, subscribe, follow me at Shervin Shares, at Shervin Shares Reviews on Instagram and all the other socials. Links will be for these products when they launch in your country. They're not available in the US. It's not coming to the US, so I had to order this off eBay. We'll see you in the next video. Let me know what other tests you want to see. We can publish that in the next few days. Peace.